Hello, everyone, here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 on Lost Worlds here. This is going to be our brand new map here for our brand new season here. Obviously, our last episode of when we wrapped up the harvest there. Well, we didn't actually quite wrap it up. We were still harvesting yet, I guess, on Spring Creek there. Due to our failure to finish that harvest, we lost everything and... well, now I guess we're on Lost Worlds here. Lost World is the name of the map, by the way. For those of you who want to check this map out, I'll have it linked down below in the description. It is also available on the official Farming Simulator mod hub, by the way. And in case you're looking around, everyone, you folks are wondering where the fields are. Well, the field is right here. This is the field right here, everyone. Wow, walk across to here. I guess a little longer than I thought it was, but yeah, you walk across here. There's the end of the field, everyone. Not a very big field. Obviously, Evan, this map is geared a little bit more towards the forestry side of things, at least for starters anyway. The idea being is you're going to have to clear some land to build your fields, and that is exactly what I'm planning on doing here for this season, everyone. I figure a little bit different than what we've done here recently. We have not done a whole lot of forestry here in Farming Simulator 22. And I'm going to try not to do a whole lot in here either. So for those who don't like forestry, we're not going to try to do a whole lot. But we are going to probably do some land clearing. There might be just some, walk up to the tree here and there it is. Where's the red? Yeah, there might be some of this going on here as well. I'm like, oops, I don't know where'd that tree go. I have no idea. When the tree just the tree just disappeared, right? But yeah, there we go. Yeah, that tree needs to go. That tree, I don't even know what is the point of this thing, everyone? Is there a point of this marking spray? Does anyone know? Like, okay, you mark the tree, it doesn't actually do anything though. I don't know if it just puts the orange X on it there. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah. Oh, didn't quite get. Oh, that one already has one. That's why. Okay. Well, anyway. Already got some equipment purchased. Evan also have some, well, actually just one piece of forestry related equipment here so far. That is parked in the shed here. We'll get that out here in a moment here. Let's, is that our garage? I guess so. That seems like we're missing some stuff here. Like, where's the forestry stuff on here? I don't know. Good question. Okay, well, let's, it occurs to me I should probably save the game or two. I haven't actually done that yet here. We've got the rest of our farming equipment sitting down at the shop. I guess, yeah, call this the shop down here. So real quick, I'll tab through what we have here. If folks have any suggestions for equipment to add to this as well, be sure to throw them down below. Let me know. So yeah, starting off, we got a Farm-All Turbo. This is a 1206 John Deere 4020 with cab, front-wheel drive, duals all the way around. I'm like, I don't know if this is, yeah. Anyway, configuration there. John Deere A, pulling our John Deere 7000 6-row planter, Massey Ferguson 135. This is actually a fertilizer and lime spreader behind this tractor here. We'll see once how that goes. Supposed to be a cultivator here. I think that fits the 1206. I'm not sure. It fits the Farm-All. I'm just not sure which Farm-All. We got a Ford. Looks like a V8 Ford here, by the way. I think this is actually our highest horsepower tractor, by the way. I don't know if that quite counts with the V8, but whatever. And then we got the John Deere Turbo 6620 Combine. With, I think it's a 20. Oh, this Combine goes. Oh. I guess backwards is quick. There we go. Yeah, 22-foot header, I believe. We'll see once if this Combine can run this or not. We'll see once here. This head looks ginormous on this Combine. Is that just me? No, well, anyway. So anyway, got that. Yeah, 6-row corn head, that one. Chisel plow. Cultipactor. At least I think that's what I would call it anyway. Roller, whatever you want to call it. Cultivator, seeder, sprayer. Fertilizer lime spreader is over there. And then, like I said, there's also a field cultivator. Or no, just a cultivator, I'm sorry. Field cultivator would be the red piece of equipment over there. This is just a cultivator. At least the terminology that gets used around my part of the region anyway. I know some parts of the country, they would call this a... where is it here? They would call this a digger over here. Like I said, by me, typically referred to as a field cultivator. So, anyway... Don't really need much of this equipment at the moment, although I suppose we could get the plow going. The corn we have in that field at the moment, it's not looking particularly healthy, right? So, is that our barn up there? I think it is, right? Let's see if I'm pointing the right direction here. I think I'm. We'll look out for the tree there. Pointing roughly in the right direction. Is there actually? I don't know if there's a road that goes here or not. trail, I guess. That'd be probably what that is. Oh, yeah, up there. Okay. So like I said, we're going to start off with just a little bit of forestry. That's probably what this episode is going to be dedicated towards. Maybe next episode we'll see once as well. I'll just try to mix a little forestry in here with the farming as we clear some land so we can actually farm it. As you can tell as well, but obviously starting out with some smaller equipment here this episode, or this season as well, compared to the previous map we played on, which, by the way, if you haven't checked that series out of, and definitely should do so here, that is the Spring Creek series. And yeah, for those of you not familiar with that map, that is a 36x map. 36 times bigger than your normal map, Evan. So we went from a 36x map, Evan, to, you'd almost call this like a quarter size map, Evan, because if you look at the map, everyone, like we're not taking up the entire map here. We're, I don't know, maybe quarter of the map or so, Evan, somewhere in there. So this map is what? 100 and... doing the math here, 144 times smaller than the previous map we played on. If I'm doing the math right, everyone. No, I should probably not park here because I do want to get the whatchamacallit out of the shed there. It is from the Platinum. I'm curious, why am I missing something? It's not showing up in the shop, is it, everyone? Or on our garage, I guess I should look. Oh, because I've got it leased. That's why. That's why. So yeah, from the Platinum expansion here, everyone. A feller buncher. Oh, yeah, no, I don't want to return it. I wanted to look at it. Let's see. I guess if we do this, that'll pull it up. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, feller buncher here, everyone. Guess we'll figure out how this one works. I'm not entirely sure. That's the skidder. Yeah, that's probably like a loader. And then another loader as well. A bunch of equipment here in the Platinum expansion, by the way. And obviously, I've not really played with much of this stuff here so far. Let's see. The particular piece of equipment. Oh, yeah, I've got this one as well. The Platinum expansion. I'm like, yeah. Okay. The piece that I thought was particularly interesting. I was looking at the forestry equipment here under, just the normal pull-behind stuff here. And I was looking at this piece. I might have to do some looking at, like, what in the world is this thing? I'm kind of curious. I'm not super familiar with forestry-related equipment, everyone, but what does this thing do? I see lots of lines. It looks like it's probably for pulling stuff, maybe. I don't know, but we also got some of this stuff as well. Like, what does this thing do? No idea what that would do. Does it say? Oh, this is a tree planter. Okay. Obviously, tree cutter. Oh, I like the name of it. The woodcracker. Yes. Okay, well, anyway. Now for that, Evan, let's get into our feller bunch here, see if we can fell and bunch some trees here. That's the idea behind this. I don't know if I can successfully make this work or not, Evan, but... oh, this tree doesn't have spray paint on it. Well, we're going to cut it down anyway. Turn that on. Let's see. What's our controls here? That's tipping back and forth. Okay. Is anything open and closed? No? Really? Okay. Is that just automated? Guess we'll find out. Oh, yes. Now we're going to have to grind out stumps here as well. Fun. I think 2 is about all we're going to be able to grab with this, isn't it? And we should be able to, like, lift this up and set them down. Really? You can't. That's far. I thought you could, like, tip this all the way over. That's about the best we can do. And I assume, is there something for release trees? V. Yeah. I don't know if we'll bother taking the time to purchase the skidder or not. I mean, we'll see once here. I was thinking about maybe checking out the firewood mod as well. If you folks would like to see that, let me know. Throw it down in the comments there. Anything forestry-wise, if folks would like to see it again, let me know. Throw it down in the description there. We'll see what we can do. Can't tell if this is working or not. Yep, apparently it is. Apparently it is not. Okay. I don't think I can change this. I mean, this, yeah. Seems to be all automated, which is kind of nice in some ways. But it did not grab that tree correctly there, so... oh, there we go. It's got that one. Let's see if we can get 3 of them in here or not. Well, 2 might be the limit, everyone. Come on. Nope. Okay, 2 is the limit. Fine. I'm going to run these over here by this one here then, and we'll just kind of stack them up right here. Kind of impressive when you think about it. I mean, you got a whole tree just, 2 whole trees, I guess, for that matter, just clamped right in this thing here, right? There we go. Now, we should probably pay attention to what trees we're removing here, because we do want to somewhat methodical about this so we can increase the size of our field here. Really? Wow, this works really good here, Giants. I'm loving your tree cutter. And I'm questioning why I consider doing forestry for this. Actually, I wonder, should I, maybe it's partly my fault, too. I need to drive into it a little bit more. Get ourselves lined up here a little bit better. Maybe I should be like that. There we go. Size of the trees here. Looks like 2 is going to be about the limit of what we can haul around here at this point. Hopefully the concept of a feller buncher is making sense at this point. I mean, like I said, it fells trees, and then I guess depending on the size of the tree, you can grab. Like I said, depends on the size of the tree, I guess. So far, this is working surprisingly well. Little possibly operator error there on that first part there, where it was dropping the trees. I probably just needed to drive into it a little bit more. I'm so used to, I guess what it probably is, Evan, whenever you see, like, the saw start working, it's like, okay, stop. Don't move anymore, because you've hit, like, the sweet spot, and you move, everyone, and it's not going to keep cutting anymore, right? Yeah, typical problem with Giants and Forestry, everyone. Like, if you're not in just the right spot, you can't cut the tree down, right? Yeah, so is it only 2 trees? Because you got the one claw holds kind of the one. The big one here holds the second one. I wonder if 2 is kind of actually your limit with this. I don't think it is in real life, by the way, Evan. As far as I know, I think it's, you know, depends on the size of your trees. But, again, I'm no forestry expert here. For those who are wondering, by the way, the harvest here on last episode, I actually did not finish that here yet as of the recording here of this episode. Harvested for another, let's see, once you're doing the math here, 3:30, just, about 5 hours? About 5 hours, I think. Harvested for another 5 hours after last episode. I mean, I still was not finished with the harvest yet. So let's just say Courseplay did not continue its streak of being able to harvest well, Evan. After I finished recording their last episode, Courseplay went on full derp mode. Like, it was just like everything imaginable trying to derp up. It was just ridiculous. Yeah. I don't know why, Evan, but, like, again, going back 2 episodes, Evan, Courseplay harvested basically flawlessly. Like, Horseplay was on a move, Evan. Like, Horseplay was moving. It was getting the field harvested. Again, we did have 2 grain carts that quit, Evan, but the other 2 are still going yet. So combines are still going. You know, maybe slowed the operation down a little bit, but not really that noticeable. But then, yeah, last episode, Evan, Courseplay was quitting left and right. Courseplay was getting stuck up where the trucks were for some reason. I don't know why. Courseplay was failing to pathfind its way to the trucks to unload. Courseplay was trying to unload itself into other grain carts. It was just unimaginably, like, derpy. It was like, what in the world? How does Courseplay Evan go from working so well one time to just, like, absolute 100% derp the next? I don't know. And I would say 100% derp is being generous for it. Well, I have to say, Evan, the forestry machines I've used so far, this has definitely been one of the better ones here that seems to work somewhat reliably. That's, again, why I don't play with forestry a lot, Evan. Just, the jankiness of the way it works in the game is usually not great, right? By the way, again, we are leasing this machine, everyone. We don't own it. It's, I think it's like, what, a $300,000 piece of equipment here or so. And obviously, given the equipment we have here at the moment, I'm trying to do a little bit more of a low key. You know, we're kind of broke after Courseplay broke us here on the last episode there. Oh, question is, what should we do with these trees after this, Evan? That is going to be the next question. I mean, we got a nice pile of trees here. What are we going to do with them? That's actually a really good question. I should probably really consider this before I go. Like, this piece of equipment is not going to be good for this situation, Evan. Could go wood chip route, I suppose. That'd be interesting. Something like this might work. We'd have to definitely take the branches off, though. Want to do that. Wonder how well this works. This looks like it... what does this go on? Can I... Oh, combinations. Perfect. Oh, it does go on this. I take it this must detach somehow, then. Looks like it comes with the grapple on... Oh, you got to switch it? Oh, okay. Processor head. Oh. Does that have the saw on it? That might be what we need. Or just, oh, fast coupler. That's probably, okay. That's what we need for this then, everyone. Might have to investigate that. Also, again, as I said, you folks can let me know if there's something you want to see for this. Throw it down below. I've grinded out some stumps here as well. I definitely have some plans for grinding out stumps, Evan. There's a couple pieces of equipment. Yeah, like tree be gone. What does this fit here? This looks like it goes on the 3-point of a tractor, except I don't have any 200 horsepower tractors, so this goes, that's probably front loader, or, yeah, Bobcat, something like that. Skid steer. Maybe that's what we'll look at doing. I'm going to get one of the skid steers there. We'll make short work of these stumps. Try to make sure we grind them all the way down, too, Evan. That is probably a really good thing to mention, by the way. A little tidbit here, everyone. If you're maybe newer to this game or newer to doing forestry, when you're grinding out stumps, make sure you get them all the way down. I've done that many, many times, Evan, where, you know, just a little bit of the stump is left. And, yeah, you start trying to use hired workers and stuff like that. They do not appreciate that type of thing. So just FYI on that one. If you're grinding out stumps, make sure you get the entire stump. And obviously, again, you know, one of the things to giants, a lot of times they like to leave little bits and pieces of stump behind. One of the really great tricks for seeing if you got the entire stump, now you have to have developer mode turned on for this, but it's going to wireframe mode, and you actually can see the stump going below the ground there. And then you actually know if you got the entire stump or not. Had to do that here on the previous map when we were playing on Spring Creek there, everyone. We didn't exactly do any forestry per se on there, but we did get rid of some trees. Well, let us get another one just out of curiosity. Is 2 actually the limit? 2 actually is the limit. It will not, legitimately will not grind another one, will it? Okay, or cut another one. But yeah, definitely made heavy use of this, everyone. On the previous map, they're just making sure, like, did I get the entire stump out, or is there a little bit left? sometimes there's just a little bit sticking up above ground. Unless you look real closely, you can't see it. Or even worse yet, Evan, sometimes you'll have it, you thought you're grounded out, and below ground, like just below the ground where you can't see it. Ooh, what happened to these trees here? Oh, there we go. And a pretty good stack right here. Might not have been the greatest spot to stack them. Probably should have thought about where am I going to pile these up here so we can pile them out of the way and then just maybe start farming here next episode. But so yeah, basically my thoughts for this series, Evan. We'll get rid of some trees here. Maybe during the summer months while we're waiting for the crops to grow, we can do some more forestry to increase our field size. And yeah, we're just going to kind of see how that goes here. We'll see what's maybe getting into some animals here at some point as well. I know several folks here, when I was asking for suggestions for the next map, suggested doing animals. Oh, question is, if we do animals, Evan, which animals should we do? I typically like sticking, with like 1 or 2 animals at the most. I don't like doing like all the animals at once because that gets to be a lot of work when you start doing all the animals there. Especially, pigs and chickens and cows and sheep and horses and oh my. That'd be a good addition for the next version of Farming Simulator, by the way. Add some more animal types. Might as well just drive across the corn here. I mean, it's not like it's any good, right? Oh, apparently we got crop destruction turned on. Okay, noted. I will probably turn that off. One of the things I usually turn off. I mean, I don't like leaving crop destruction turned on there. And that is mainly due to hired workers, Evan. That is why I like to turn that setting off. And I know some of you folks are probably going to say, but Randy, hired workers don't cause crop destruction. Yeah, you've clearly never used hired workers before if you believe that one. At least course play anyway. Last time I played with crop destruction turned on, and as I've mentioned before, that's probably one of the things I could play with that turned on. Field stones, that's a solid no. I mean, we will not be playing with field stones turned on ever again for this game. That is a solid no on that one. But crop destruction, I could play with that one turned on. I mean, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, last time I played with that one, we definitely had some pretty good destruction from hired workers there. Even though, again, hired workers supposedly aren't supposed to cause it, right? Emphasis on the supposedly part. Start maybe another pile around here somewhere. Again, still debating how I want to process this stuff. I wonder if we're going to sell it as logs or what here. Need to pay for our rental fees here, right? I'm thinking at least for next episode, we'll see if maybe we can lease a nice skid steer here of some sorts. Get the tree be gone tool here. We'll start eliminating some stumps here next episode. Get that done. And see if we can start plowing up some land here. We are in the month of March here, so it is getting towards planting season here. I haven't actually looked. What does the calendar look like here for this map? Standard? I think this looks like the pretty standard calendar from the looks of it, everyone. No spring wheat options though, or barley or anything like that. Interesting. A lot of branches in this mess here, that's for sure. There we go. And just a reminder here, by the way, if you haven't already clicked that subscribe button, don't forget to do so. Always very much appreciated. Reminder, too, if you'd like to join us in on the RDAllen multiplayer servers, you can find that information down below in the description here. And, of course, as always, Evan, if you like the video, well, you know what to do. Give her the old thumbs up there. And speaking of multiplayer, by the way, we are again playing on the No Creek Farms map there on the multiplayer server. And if you'd like join information down below, or if you'd just like to watch what's going on the multiplayer server, you can find that information down below as well. Just please join us in on Twitch on the RDAllen multiplayer live streams. Still, yeah, probably still 2 trees. A little bit smaller there, so I was wondering if we get 3, but probably not. Okay, well, anyway, looking at the time here, looks like it is about time to wrap it up here for this episode. So on that note, you folks have any comments and or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, everyone, thanks for watching. Until next time.